What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we're gonna do a full face of brand new high-end luxury makeup. I just recently did a full face of all the new drugstore makeup, so today we're gonna be trying the opposite side of the spectrum. This is the expensive stuff, so we are really gonna see, is this worth our coin or not? Because some of this stuff is like really hyped up. I'm honestly very excited to try it, and we're gonna see if it's actually worth the money or not together. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button to be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Before we jump into trying the makeup, I do want to show you guys my earrings. I am literally screaming. These are probably the most beautiful pair of earrings I will ever have. They are beyond stunning. I got these from Idol. I do want to thank them so much for partnering with me on this section of today's video. They are a luxury jewelry brand with insane quality. Like, these earrings, not only are they absolutely stunning, but the quality is so beautiful on them. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, like, these are not cheap. They are solid gold. They are real lab-grown diamonds. So they're not like $12 Amazon earrings, which I love those too. But for something that I feel like I could wear literally every day, having a quality piece that will last me quite literally my whole life, I personally love. And these are just so beautiful. And they have like earrings, necklaces, bracelets, everything. What's really cool about Idol and what makes them a little bit different is you buy the studs initially, and then you can buy add-ons to the studs. So it's so fun. You can switch them out and like mix and match and do different styles. In my front hole, I have the Leah. So we have the stud and then a pear diamond, which is absolutely beautiful. And I love how it kind of makes it look like I have two piercings there, but I only have one. And then behind that, the dangly earring is called the Paris. That is my personal favorite. Like, how beautiful is it? Oh, I love it. The quality of the earrings is truly top notch. It would also make the most beautiful gift. Everything comes, like, the packaging is so incredibly luxe. You will get a little pouch. My earrings came in this beautiful box. Like, the entire experience was super luxury. It also shipped very fast, and they're coming all the way from Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world, if you did not know already. And the shipping is also free, so are returns. So literally, I mean, quality is outstanding on these. Like, I'm really serious. I feel like it's very fitting for testing new luxury makeup. If this makeup is the quality of these earrings, then okay, maybe it's worth it. You know, we're gonna see. But truly, I could not be happier with these. They are so unbelievably stunning. Every single time I wear them, people are like, oh my God, where are your earrings from? I will put a link to them down below, as well as to the exact earrings that I am wearing. 10 out of 10 quality and craftsmanship, like truly pieces that will really last you, that I feel like you will wear every single day. So I will link them right down below in the description box if you guys want to check them out and shop. Okay, now let's jump in and try some makeup. I already prepped and primed the skin because I don't have a new primer. We're gonna jump right on in with foundation, and I have the highest of hopes for this. Oh my goodness. This is new from Hourglass. This is their Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation. Now, if you've watched me for a while, you know I love the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. It's one of my absolute favorites. A lot of Hourglass products I really like, and tend to think that even though they are a more luxury brand, that their products do warrant the price point. Glow foundation sounds amazing to me right now. I have shade 7. I think this will probably work. So I'm gonna try this one first. Yeah, that looks like it'll actually be pretty good. Now, this does have SPF 30 in it. I did notice that it is a chemical SPF. It's not mineral. So if that like irritates you, you know, like your skin or something, just wanted to let y'all know that. I'm just buffing it out with the Hourglass little foundation brush. Coverage is looking pretty good with this, definitely glowy. And I would say like a medium coverage. That covered up pretty much all my redness. Definitely pretty. Okay, let's do the other side. It's so interesting that this is marketed as a foundation. It's giving more like almost skin tint to me, but I guess because it does have like a pretty good coverage, you could consider it more of like a foundation. But I feel like nowadays like skin tints or like CC or BB creams do have really good coverage. Like, think about like the IT Cosmetics. Like, I feel like this is kind of reminding me of the IT Cosmetics CC cream. It is a little bit of a thicker consistency. Like, it's certainly not watery or like very light consistency, but it doesn't feel thick like sitting on my skin. And I don't think it looks thick really, but like the consistency is definitely a bit thicker. Like, it's not gonna run down your face when you apply it. And even though it has a glow, it does not seem to emphasize my texture. I have a lot of texture on my face. So although I love to glow, sometimes glowy products just emphasize it way too much and they don't really work for me. I don't think this one did that, honestly. Like, my face looks pretty smooth and perfected with this. Definitely does give a glow though. So if you are oily or you prefer like a matter finish, you're not gonna like this one. But if you want something that's gonna give you a glow, I think it's worth checking out. Wait, you know what, you guys? I'm starting to notice right around my mouth, it's separating. No! I feel like it's not sitting well on top of the primer that I use. I'm trying to remember, like, I primed my skin literally like 2 hours ago, so I'm like, what did I use today? I'm pretty sure I used the Natasha Denona Hygiene Primer. It's not bad. Like, honestly, if you didn't have a magnifying mirror, you're not gonna see it, but it is separating ever so slightly, like, around my mouth. It's not separating on, like, my cheeks or the rest of my face, though, so I don't know if there's just something there that's, like, irritating it. We're gonna have to see how this wears throughout the rest of the tour. We're gonna keep an eye on it and see how it goes. It's very slight, but I can see it with like a little magnifying mirror, just right around my mouth and my nose. I'm gonna have to hold off on recommending it till I figure out what exactly is going on here. If any of you guys have tried it and it's worked really well, let me know what you did for your prep. Like, what did you use for a primer? I would love to hear. Because it's beautiful looking. Like, and it's interesting that it didn't happen anywhere else in my face. It's literally just in this area. Okay, let's keep moving on. Next product I am beyond excited about. It is new from Makeup by Mario. These are the Jelly Jar Lip and Cheek Balms. How cute is this one? It's like a little keychain. I cannot. It's giving K-beauty, but obviously Makeup by Mario, like I feel like there's a lot of Fui. They're one of my favorite K-beauty brands that makes this beautiful, like bouncy blush, and as soon as I saw these, I thought of them because they also kind of have like a little keychain. I'm excited to see how these look. Oh my gosh, this literally looks like a potted like lip gloss or something, so I'm actually really excited. Now, one thing I can tell you right off the bat, before even trying this, that if you don't like to glow, you're not gonna like this, clearly, because the whole point of this is that your cheek is gonna like continue to look wet. I don't believe it's ever gonna dry down. Let's of course see. Get some on my brush. This is the shade Pink Sugar. Oh, okay, it's a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be. Let me get her on there. Oh! It smells just like bubblegum. Wow, okay, I don't know why I didn't expect that. Just like bubblegum. I actually like that it's like a light wash color. You can obviously build it up, but this is not gonna give Rare Beauty blush. Like a light little pop and a lot of glow. They basically give like a glassy kind of look to the cheeks. I feel like they should have launched these in the summer. Like I would have worn this every day in the summer. When it comes to the winter, I feel like I wear less glowy products, and if I'm ever gonna do like more mattifying products, it is in the winter. But these are absolutely beautiful. Like I'm certainly gonna wear them. I just feel like I'll reach for them more come spring and summertime, you know? We do also have a new kind of glowy highlight. So this is from Milk. This is the Cooling Water Jelly Shimmer. So they came out with the Cooling Water Jelly blushes. I think that was last year, or it could have even been 2 years ago. I feel like I have no like judge of time anymore. But now they came out with like highlighter little versions. Oh, that looks pretty. Wow, that is glittery. She is stunning. I'm gonna put her on my finger, I think, to apply first. Okay, instantly feels cooling, and then I'm gonna just tap on the cheeks. Now, something to note about this right off the bat. This is glitter, full on glitter is in here. Let me see if I can just apply directly. Oh yeah, you actually can just apply this if you tap directly and it's not really irritating the foundation or blush underneath. But this is not gonna be one of those highlights that gives you like just a glow necessarily. Like this is actual glitter. To be honest, I like the finish better when applying with my finger. It's subtle though, but if you don't want like actual glitter on your face, you're not gonna like this. Like I feel like this shade is kind of light, so it doesn't even show up all that much, but it is just like glitter essentially. Like I almost would prefer to like put this on my eyes, but I have a different eye product that I want to try today and put it on my cheeks as a highlight because I feel like it gives a pretty kind of glittery glow. Okay, I do not have a new concealer, so I'm gonna just jump in with my Tower 28 concealer really quick to conceal out the under eyes before we go in with a brand new pressed powder that I'm very eager to try. I'm using this Hourglass. This is called the Hourglass Angled Foundation Brush, but I use it every single day for my concealer and it is truly the best. Like I'm obsessed with this brush. Well, speaking of like luxury products that are worth the money, this is well worth every single penny. It's not new, it's been around for quite some time, but it is very, very good. And just give me a little extra coverage underneath the eyes. It's so interesting how the rest of my face, that foundation just literally looks so pretty and so glowy, and it's just right around here because everywhere else it looks pretty, you know? Okay, up next for powder, you guys could probably guess it, we have the new Huda Beauty powders. These are her new Easy Baked Pressed. So these have been out for a while, the Easy Bake Pressed, but she, I guess, reformulated them. They came out with new versions. So this is what it looks like now. One thing that does kind of stink is the original one came with a powder puff. This one doesn't. There's no powder puff. I mean, it is a smaller little compact, so I mean, nice when you're traveling or whatever, but I do like the little compact when it comes to powders. I do use it. They do have a separate Easy Bake kind of puff, which these are really nice from Huda. And if you buy it separately, it does have this little case, which is super cute. So I'm gonna use this to apply it. But if you had the original and you were hoping to get the puff with it, this one does not. I am using Cherry Blossom Cake. I'm gonna get some on my puff and just use this to set. Very, very pretty. Definitely very blurring. I do like this. I actually like her pressed powders more than the loose ones. I know the loose ones are really, really popular. I don't know, I like the pressed ones a little bit better from her. I find them to be more blurring on my under eyes, and like they don't make you look cakey, they just kind of blur. So I do like these. I don't know that I noticed the biggest of difference between this and the original. I think her original pressed powder that she came out with had a little bit more of a glowier like finish to it. It was almost like a little bit shinier, where this is just like pure matte, honestly, but it's blurring and it looks nice, so I do like it. Okay, up next, I am very, very excited about these. These are the new Rare Beauty Soft Matte Powder bronzers. I have two shades here. So I have Summer Feels, and then I also have Sun Blaze, which is a little bit darker. I think I'm gonna use Sun Blaze today to see. I have seen very varying reviews on this. Some people love it and some people really don't like it. So I'm interested to see. It's supposed to be a powder bronzer, but go on like a cream. So we're gonna see. It did come with this brush to apply, so I'm gonna try the brush and we're gonna see how she looks. Just gonna tap, tap, tap. I love a good bronzer to bring some life back into this skin, to look like I've been outside and seen the sun recently, even though I have not. When I'm filming this, it is about to snow 24 inches here. Like we are in for like a really big snowstorm. So yeah, it's like 7 degrees outside. I have not seen the sun in a while. Okay, I actually think these are quite beautiful. They're very warm. I think the entire shade range honestly pulls pretty warm, but it is a bronzer. It's not a contour product. Like it's quite literally called Soft Matte Powder Bronzer. And bronzers typically are warmer, where contours typically are more neutral to cool. And I honestly think that this looks beautiful, blended on really nicely, but doesn't feel powdery. So I get the powder with the cream sort of thing, but honestly, I mean, it's definitely a powder, so you don't have to worry about that. Like you can apply it on top of powder without it being like patchy. I think it looks really beautiful. Now, with that being said, it's a bronzer. Is it gonna change your life? No. Like if you have a bronzer that you love, you don't need to run out and get this. However, if you're like out of your bronzer, you're looking for a new one, I do think this is really pretty. It is definitely a product that I will continue to use. Okay, up next for the eyes, we have new eyeshadow sticks from Anastasia Beverly Hills. These honestly look really, really pretty. These are essentially exactly what I said. Eyeshadow sticks came in a bunch of different colors. They did send them to me in PR in this cute little thing. So I'm gonna just randomly pick this one. Ooh, okay. Looking very pretty. This is in the shade Gray Stone. This is a more matte one, so I'm just gonna put this on the lid. It's quite literally just like a gray, very pigmented. But I'll be honest, like, is there anything different about this than like the NYX Jumbo Sticks that are probably a quarter of the price? Probably not. I'm gonna buff out the edges a little bit with a brush. I mean, they honestly remind me of just like larger eyeliners. Like I don't know that there's anything super special about these, to be honest with you. Like if they were super glittery or something, like I'd be like, okay. Here, I found one that is a glitter. This is the shade Champagne Ice. Let's do that on this eye and see. Okay, the glitter I can get behind a little bit more. That is pretty, and it definitely is glittery. Let me put the glitter on top of this one. Okay, so you can layer them. That I like. The glitter is beautiful. Like definitely really, really pretty. And it's cool how this glitter looks completely different on the side that we use like the gray base versus the side that we didn't. Like this is giving more brown. This one's obviously giving like almost like a blue. Now I'm gonna try and go in with a little bit of the gray over the glitter and see if that works okay. So I would say if you're looking for like a glitter stick, it would be worth it. But for the matte ones, I don't know that it's worth it, to be honest with you. They're charging $34 for these. Save your money. Okay. Even the glitter one, like, is it pretty? Yes. Is it worth 34 bucks? No. So I would say save your money personally. Not a bad product, but 34 bucks, you get something at the drugstore that's going to give you the same kind of look. Not going to change your life. No makeup product is going to change your life. I mean, let's get real, but some things I think warrant higher price tags. This one I'm kind of like, Which that brings me to my next product. This is the new Urban Decay Tube Job Mascara. Now, one thing that I thought was very cool about this launch is they came out with this mascara in so many different shades, where typically we see brands launch mascaras in literally just black, and then maybe like the next year they'll launch it in like a brown and perhaps another color. Urban Decay came right off the bat with a variety of colors in these, which I do really appreciate. And they even had a blonde one, which I thought was really, really cool. I did a TikTok using it and y'all spoke and you were like, girl, no, that is not the tea. People were not loving the blonde mascara, but I thought it was cool because it was something different. I haven't seen it from another brand, but people are basically just like, girl, you look like you put lash primer on and like didn't put the real mascara on. So I'm gonna use the shade Intense Black today, which is, you know, your classic black mascara. I did think with the blonde one that it looked really good on my lashes, so I'm interested in to see when I use the black how it looks. It is a tubing mascara, which tubing mascara can be very hit or miss for me. There's some I like, some that I don't. Like I love the Milani one. Milani always makes the best mascaras in my opinion, but then there's other tubing mascaras where I'm kind of like they can just kind of look messy on my lashes sometimes. So let's see how this one looks. But again, at least I thought it was cool to see a brand actually come out with something like a little bit different. Like they came out with a couple different like brown shades. There was like a reddish kind of auburn one, which maybe I should have tried that one because my hair is more like reddish now, but I thought that was cool rather than just launching one black shade like every other brand. As far as how the mascara looks on my lashes, I mean, it looks nice. It's not a bad mascara. Are there mascaras in the drugstore that I like better? Yeah. So I'm not so sure that necessarily warrants the price tag. However, if you're looking for a tubing mascara specifically, I do think this is a nice one. Like it definitely does look nice on my lashes. Cannot deny that. I'm gonna put a little bit on my lower lash line too. I feel like we've had some hits and some misses in today's video. Like it's been an interesting kind of try on, like trying so many different products and definitely some good, some not so good. Okay, before we jump into lips, we have to try this. I can't believe I almost forgot. New Kosas highlights. I have seen so many people using these and they look so beautiful. So I have had these in my little pile to try. I'm very excited I'm finally getting to try it today. These are the Shiny Object powder highlighters. The shade I have is Haloed. Looks like kind of a champagne-y gold. So let's see. Y'all know if there's one thing I love, it's a good highlight. So let's see how she looks. Oh, okay. Not this literally being blinding. Okay, you literally only need a little bit of this. How pretty. Very, very glowy. Like I used way too much on this side. You only need to dip your brush in here because she's giving pigment, she's giving glow. And do you see how this gives such a glow, but it doesn't have glitter? Like you're not seeing, like I'm sure there's glitter somewhere in here, but it's so finely milled that you don't see like these individual particles of glitter. That's personally how I prefer my highlight versus the Milk product that was like actual particles of glitter that could be seen. This is very icy though, surprisingly. Like I feel like it looks more champagne-y in here, but then when you apply it on the skin, it's definitely a little bit more icy than you realize, but it is beautiful. Totally get the hype on this one. Stunning. Okay, for our lips, I'm gonna go in with this Natasha Denona lip pencil. This is in the shade, does it say? Naya. And I'm gonna line my lips with this beautiful liner. This has been out for a while, it's not new. Now we've gotta try the new Patrick Ta lip balms. Now it seems like this is the year of the lip balm, like every single brand has come out with one. I've heard really good things about these, so this is Creme Brulee. This smells really good, okay. Loving that. Very glossy looking and gives a more lip balmy feel. Like it has more slip to it, if that makes sense. But it gives a beautiful glow and the smell on this is literally 10 out of 10. I don't know if it smells like creme brulee. It kind of smells like movie theater popcorn to me, but it does smell good. And it looks absolutely beautiful on the lips. So this I actually really like. There are 1,001 lip balms in the market right now because every brand's coming out with one, but I actually do think this one is very, very pretty. Like this I'm gonna put in my purse because I will absolutely use it like at all times. But yeah, that is everything, you guys. Oh wait, no, hang on. We still have one more product, the new Say setting spray. This is the City Set lightweight texture setting spray. I've also heard really great things about this because from what I've seen, it's supposed to give like a light glow to the skin, but set everything. First of all, the mister is insanely light. Like that did not even feel like I was hitting my face with anything. So I love like my setting sprays to be like that. I hate when it feels like a water gun to the face. So very, very light mister and feels cooling and hydrating upon initial application. And I feel like did kind of amp up and give me a little bit of a glow without really like changing the way that my makeup looked. So I do like that. I feel like this was like a hit or miss tutorial. Like for sure, we had some good products and some not so good. Like definitely interesting and fun though. I will link everything that we used today right down below if you guys want to check any of these products out. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, love you guys, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.